Hey, I just wanted to respond to the video ShockofGod's question addressed by a Christian by Together for Peace, because it relates to one of my recent videos, and I just wanted to say that I agree with almost everything he says in this video. In fact, he's one of the Christians that I alluded to in the video I previously made about ShockofGod. In this video, Together for Peace adeptly dismantles the whole situation and defines a specific type of rhetoric, which is used by atheists and theists alike, as power words, which are words given without explanation that, as a result, will obfuscate the meaning of the conversation in order for the questioner to feel victorious. And I personally would like to applaud him for this. There was, however, one point of contention that arose in the video while I was watching it. It occurs when you replace ShockofGod's question, what proof and evidence can you provide that proves atheism is accurate and correct, with, what proof and evidence do you have that the Christian God is not real? Although this is most likely an accurate reflection of what Shock wanted to ask, and it is a bit more reasonable, I still find a problem with it. You say that atheists reject the claims presented them of God or gods, and it would therefore be senseless for them to say that they lack belief in God or gods. But I find it extremely pertinent to the question, because I am not an atheist that believes that the Christian God is not real, because my atheism isn't a belief at all. It is the suspension of a belief about one claim. I realize that there are atheists out there who do believe that there are no God or gods, but I don't fall into that category. The closest I come to that is operating under the assumption that no gods exist, until I have sufficient reason to believe otherwise. In order to avoid confusion, I would also like to say that just because I don't believe in a claim, that doesn't necessarily mean that I believe the claim to be false. It also doesn't mean that I haven't examined the claim. Also, I just can't get over the redundancy of saying proof and evidence when they basically mean the same exact thing. I realize that it's somewhat anal retentive on my part, but that's just who I am, so a more reasonable question for me, at least, would go, what reasons make you not believe in the Christian God? Now, even this question is somewhat vague, because there are many different interpolations of the Christian God. But ignoring that fact for now, I could go on and on about how I haven't found any good reason to believe, or that an all-powerful, all-loving God will reveal himself plainly to everyone so that they could avoid a cosmic ambiguity that will result in eternal hellfire according to the Bible, and how God revealing himself wouldn't have interfered with our free will at all. Or I could describe in great lengths how all the arguments I've encountered for such a being are each flawed in their own ways. But even this question doesn't address anything that I do believe in. And I like the idea of debating stances on epistemology and what constitutes evidence, logic, reason, and justification. That would be a great step in the right direction. I think that almost everyone can agree that making an effort to understand each other so that our conversations can be more meaningful is much better than applying power words or being blatantly dishonest in order to achieve some sort of petty victory.